It's a new year and an all-new Wendy Williams. Today, we're back and kicking the year off right with the sexy star of Alpha House, Mark Consuelos. Plus, Katie Lee is in the kitchen with Wendy whipping up treats that are both tasty and healthy. And all the latest juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for braving the cold weather and being here. How you doing? Better, now that we're back together. We've got so much ground to cover. Tori Spelling's marriage may be in a crisis. Plus, Dwayne Wade cheated on, well, that Gabrielle Union stuff is messy, honey. We have to talk. And Madonna is sparking controversy. Let's talk about it and more. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. Well, so Happy New Year. Thank you, my co-host studio audience, for braving 6-degree weather today here in New York. Yes, and being here and helping to heat things up. I hope you had a wonderful, enjoyable holiday. We were off for 2 weeks here on Wendy, and I had a pretty good time. I apologize for yesterday. The bad weather had me stranded in Puerto Rico by way of the BVI. And no, it wasn't on the beach. It was because all the airports here were closed. You know, I talked to you on Facebook. Anyway, but during vacation, I got a lot accomplished. I had a girls' sleepover. Yeah, grown women. We're all gonna be 50 this year. Look, I had a girls' sleepover and it was great. They arrived like 5 o'clock and left like 10 o'clock the next morning. And what did we do? Sat around in our robes at the kitchen table and talked and ate and drank and talked. It was fun. Then I fried chicken, which is a big deal because I hate the way it makes the house smell, but my Kevins love my fried chicken. And I just put my foot into it like an old woman from the South. And they love it. I went to the club on date night, ran into Prodigy from Mobb Deep there. I watched, oh my gosh, I discovered a new show, Paternity Court. Have you ever seen it? Yes. The lighting is so good and her makeup, this judge. The makeup is good and she lays it down. I saw at least 15 Odd Couple marathons on New Year's Day, they play that. I love the Odd Couple. I discovered Mob Wives for this season. I haven't seen it the whole, Mob Wives is good this season, okay? And I wrapped up, you know, my holiday by going on vacation. It was a special vacation because it's the first time I ever went on a vacation where there was no TV, which means you really have to like who you're with, you know? We survived. But there was no TV, no telephone service. It was just us. It was like Gilligan's Island. And when I got there, you know how as soon as you go like to a hot spot, you drop your bags and you put on your bathing suit and you go right to the pool. So first you have to stop at the shop and you buy your ointment. So I put my bathing suit on and I have a nice, you know, little one-piece retro, you know, action. I'm feeling sexy, you know? And so here he goes. You didn't think about me? I said, what do you mean? He said, come on, unleash. I was like, I didn't bring a bikini this time, if you don't mind. He said, well, when we go to the shop to get the ointment, I'm buying you a bikini. Now, mind you, as a big girl, this was my first time ever, like walking into a shop, like one of those little girls though, and buy a bikini. And so I took the picture and I put it on my Facebook and everybody was saying it wasn't me. And here it is. That is me. My boobs do look smaller because everything looks bigger on TV, but not there. You know, that's my ugly mark to cover my tummy tuck because I'd rather have that tattoo than have the tummy tuck mark. My stomach stays flat because I go to the gym and I starve. I work out and I do stuff, and that's my wig for vacation this time because on the other side of that picture, there's a bed laying in the middle of the ocean, and I like to swim out there, and I didn't want all the hair dragging behind me or pin it up like this. So that's vacation, and so The one thing I could say for entertainment, even though there was no TV, I had a stack of magazines like this, and I was pouring through them and thinking about you the whole time. Let's talk. About Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. Well, so they've been together for like 3 years. The holiday started off great. She announced that they were engaged. She showed off her $1 million ring, 8.5 carats on Twitter. It's gorgeous. But like Candy wrote for Kim, the ring doesn't mean a thing to me. Not when your side piece just had a baby 6 months ago. Well, now, 6 weeks ago, excuse me. 6 weeks. 6 weeks before Dwayne proposed, he fathered a child with another woman. The woman gave birth 6 weeks before the proposal. So, you know, that was one of those twist his arm and make him marry you kind of rings. So, the ring. Anyway, Dwayne says that he and Gabrielle were on a break at the time the baby was conceived. Well, social media and my Hot Topics team, we dialed back and did the math. According to social media, Gabrielle and Dwayne were still close around the time of conception. That would have been last February. Then we looked on some of her Twitter posts at that time. Well, here's one on Valentine's Day. So I think that saying that they were on a break was probably publicists trying to, you know, clean the story up to make it seem like, even though a break, I've talked to you about this before, a break. Now, I'm not gonna say breaks don't work because I'm sure there are many people watching who've been in relationships, you take a break, you get back together and your love is stronger than ever. But to me, a break after years of being married, that's a license to cheat. Or get your life, or do, you know, I can't guarantee you I'm gonna be as pure when we take a break as I am right here while we fight. A break. Hey, Suzanne.
Yes.
I like your holiday sweater.
Thank you. It's camouflage. I didn't know if you would recognize me, see me.
Yes, no, I see you. Listen, you've been married since forever to Brendan.
Yes, forever.
Would you take a break and still be as pure when you get back?
Heck no.
Okay. Anyway, so back to Gabrielle and this Dwayne Wade. I mean, I wish you well. A lot of people are still a little bit murky as to whether Gabrielle got involved with Dwayne while he was married to his ex-wife, who's his child's mother, Savannah, who lives in Chicago. She's probably laughing at this whole thing, okay? But he's got a couple of kids with his ex, Savannah, Siobhan, and then there was overlapping perhaps when he got together with Gabrielle Union. And now the baby's mother, who just delivered this baby 6 weeks ago, has been allegedly in Dwayne's life for years, like as many as 5 to 9 years, which means that this is a girl who is a bitter, scorned woman. She's cute too. Cute like in that Drea from Basketball Wives LA kind of way. You know, a little light girl with a big weave or real hair or whatever it is. You get what I'm saying. I've missed you. Look, look. You gotta figure, okay, so if this girl's been messing around with him for years, and now she's had his baby, first of all, jackpot, but also emotionally speaking, you know, as a woman, it's not enough just to have a baby. We wanna feel loved, and we're soft and pink, and she will never get that from him. And if she's been his ride or die side piece for years, she probably can't stand Gabrielle more than she can't stand Siobhan, because Gabrielle came along and is now got the ring and marrying him, and Gabrielle's 41. She can still pop out a baby or two, you know? I don't know, that's a headache. I might have to. I might have to give that ring back on the strength of the trouble that this baby's mother's causing. Now, if you Google around on the internet after the show, I don't have time to go all into it. This girl is a hot mess. She's scandalous. She has the baby's mother. She has no shame, and she's going to make Gabrielle's life from this point on embarrassing and unbearable. Go to the internet and look. It's very, very sad. But you know what? Sometimes they say, like for instance, if Gabrielle overlapped with his ex-wife Siobhan, then karma is coming back to get Gabrielle. Much like if that is, much like, you know, Tori Spelling, I totally get, you know, why there, excuse me? No. I totally get why there might be trouble in Tori Spelling's 7-year marriage to Dean McDermott. Dean is very cute. He's very cute. But you know how they met? They met on the set of a movie for Lifetime, much like Eddie Cibrian and Leanne Rimes. You know, they met on the set. She was married with no kids, and he was married for years with a couple of kids. And then they met. And then their love blossomed. And then they got divorces. But their exes are not like Brandy. You know, Brandy Glanville, still talking. All right, so they met and they fell in love, and sometimes first marriages aren't the ones, and you know, cheating can be overlooked for the purpose of the bigger love. Okay, fine. They have a beautiful family. They have 4 children. According to Us Weekly magazine, though, Dean allegedly had an affair with a 28-year-old woman named Emily Goodhand. Emily is claiming that Dean told her that he loves Tori, but they have a sexless marriage. Attention, side pieces and future side pieces. This is what stupid men say all the time. I'm surprised he threw in that he loved her, though. At least that was a decent thing to do, because normally it's, I don't love her anymore, and we never have sex. Anyway, this Emily, she's in her 20s, and they had their thing allegedly up in Canada, where he was doing one of those chopped Canada, you know, Top Chef, he's like a cook. But, so they've been married for 7 years, and the word is that this is not his first time, I might add, if these allegations are true. Tori, they say, turns a blind eye to it because Tori is focusing on paying bills. You know, when her father, Aaron Spelling, passed away, it's alleged that she only got $800,000 and her mom, Candy, got the $500 million fortune. And so Tori's working to pay the bills, and reality TV is her bill-paying thing. And I guess she, if this is true, she can't see through. Like, I would rather be whole on the inside and get rid of Dean, if this is the case, and then start a whole new reality show, because she likes reality TV, about Tori's divorced with you know, with 4 kids, Tori's dating and paying bills. But, all right, so on one hand, you have Dean, and people say, well, you know, he allegedly might have been using her all along, and, you know, allegedly a serial cheat. And then on the other hand, you have Tori, and they say she turns a blind eye, but also this reality TV, she needs to pay her bills. And they've lived their life. They have these cute reality shows, not the ones where there's wig pulling and cursing and stuff, but like they had, as a family, Home Sweet Hollywood, Tori in Love, Storybook Wedding, Cabin Fever. That's 4 right there. And then they have their 5th one coming out in the spring on HGTV. Oh, that's the Cabin Fever one in the spring. So I was reading another article, because there's so many of them. They were saying that, well, Tori might want to hold this marriage together because they have to be believable in the spring when this cute family shows up on HGTV. Not for nothing, it makes it more interesting to watch the show to see how everybody fakes the funk. Like, here's your breakfast. I hope this is not true, but, you know, Tori, you posted some pretty weird comments on your, this is what she says, over the holidays. Because, you know, these things have been going, this talk has been going on for months right now, and now it's like an all-time scream. You pick up any magazine, you're gonna see it. Here's what she posts over the holidays. We're spending the day together, cuddling, cooking, baking, unwrapping gifts, eating, watching movies, and counting our blessings. Tori, thou dost protest too much. We'll be watching, we're forced to, the stories everywhere. All right, so Madonna is already causing controversy, and we're only 7 days into the new year. She came under fire for posting this photo on Instagram. That is her very cute 13-year-old son, Rocco, holding the official drink of every old lady everywhere. Bombay. You know that blue drink? It's gin. My girlfriend Lisa loves gin. She's loved it ever since we were like 25. I'm like, what are you, an old lady? Anyway, there's the Bombay, and these are his two 13-year-old friends holding some other liquor bottles. Madonna's at the party, and they posted this. She's coming under fire. I have a 13-year-old. I would crack his skull, throw him down the steps, and run him over with my truck. Okay? But that's because my kid will be applying for college and applying for jobs, and I guess when you're Rocco Madonna's son, then you never have to apply for anything, so you can do things like this because there'll never be a boss to judge you. Madonna was supposedly at the party. He's a nice-looking boy, isn't he? But at 13-year-old, you know what? Mark Consuelos has a 13-year-old. I want to talk to him about this when he comes out. So Madonna gets back on social media when she sees that everybody's... First of all, clap if you go along with this picture, if this is fine with you. Really? You all are corny. I'm playing. You know, I think Madonna's the corny one. I think that she's just wealthy and out of touch. Like, how are you gonna raise your kids with no TV in the house? Which, by the way, we've all read the articles. Am I correct, Madonnanistas? There's no TV in the house. But see, this is what happens. You try to police your kids so much when they're growing up that by the time they're 13, they're posing with Bombay, you know, and God only knows what else is going on at the party. Madonna fired back, though, claiming that they weren't drinking and told everyone to calm down and get a sense of humor. Nope, I'm not calming down, and I don't have a sense of humor. Not with that, nope. That's not cool. So pop star Kesha. Did you hear about this? She entered rehab over the weekend, not for drugs, for an eating disorder. I know. Well, she released this. Well, see, that's a different Kesha, but you know, eating disorders come in all shapes and sizes. You know what I'm saying? Well, here's the statement that she released. I'm a crusader for being yourself and loving yourself, but I found it hard to practice. I'll be unavailable for the next 30 days seeking treatment for my eating disorder to learn to love myself again exactly as I am. I had no idea that Kesha even cared what other people thought about her, you know, in terms of her looks. You know how there's some people in life that you just, they're so kind of cool and on their own planet, you just figure that they don't care. Like, Kesha's been here before on this. Like, she was just so cool and in her own world. She seemed like she didn't give a damn. And I like people like that. But apparently she does care about her weight and about other things. Her mom, however, is reportedly blaming her music producer, David Luke, or Dr. Luke, for her eating disorder. This is Dr. Luke. According to TMZ, Dr. Luke has repeatedly criticized Kesha's weight, even called her a big fat refrigerator. What I can't figure out is why didn't he get his pink slip at the first word, which would be big. Now, do we have any other pictures of Kesha? Kesha's like the rest of us, you know. She, see, I like that she grapples with her weight and that it matters because I think it's like most of us. Am I talking for you? Isn't it like most of us? We care about our weight. Well, anyway, that's not what she looks like now, but that's what she looked like, I don't know, you know, she look at this, okay? So it makes her more relatable. I'll tell you what, okay? Because I throw down on vacation. I drink fattening drinks, I eat full fat bacon, I eat so much cheese, like I just let it go. So when we get to the little tiny airport in Virgin Gorda, and they're weighing the luggage, because you take a little tiny plane over to Puerto Rico, then you take the Puerto Rico plane to JFK, all right? They're weighing the luggage, and when nobody was looking, I jumped up on the luggage scale. I gained 5 pounds, but look, don't judge me, look. Because I have issues with food too. Look, that was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon when I weighed myself, which means that was after full-fat breakfast bacon, a breakfast omelet, 2 martinis, a whole bunch of water. So I figure the 5 pounds is really 3 pounds. And the stress of trying to fly back here to be here for this show made me lose the other 2, so I'm back to normal. All right, so we have lots of juicy celebrity romance news to report. It's time for hookups and breakups. Hit it. All right. Demi Moore apparently is no longer with her yoga instructor boyfriend. She's got a new one. There he is. This is a better picture of him than the second picture. See this picture right here? That's okay. He's 27 years old and she's 50. About to bite his ear off. Wait a minute, this is very lukewarm. Wait, you guys don't like this, 27 and 50? Clap if you don't like it. Clap if you don't like it. I like it, but for only one or three whirls. I don't like it to take away. I always feel like it, you know, I'm saying 50 now because the calendar is turned. I'll be 50 in July, so 50. Look, listen. He's 27 years old and he's a drummer and she's 51. Same difference as 50. I feel like we can get 27-year-old boys to holler at us, but after one or three times swirling around and, doing our thing, they're laughing at us. Like they're using us and I don't care how rich, how pretty, how whatever, how youthful. Look, she looks youthful, but she's still 51. And he's still 27. And he doesn't want her for anything more than a couple of bragging rights. And my ego wouldn't let me rest with that. Like, I just could not do that. Anyway, Demi happened to have been on a double date vacation. Her 25-year-old daughter, Rumor, was there with her boyfriend. That's why they call it Hollyweird. Look, it's now time for holiday breakups. All right. Supermodel Kate Upton, 21 years old, and Maxim Smirkovsky, who's 33, are no longer together. Well, I told you this wouldn't last. I told you he doesn't like fat. Listen, let me tell you something about this Maxim. Now, he wasn't my partner on Dancing with the Stars, but he impresses me. You know how there's some guys who you just instinctively know the way they carry themselves that they don't tolerate a lot of things like weave or makeup or fat or thin or undereducated or whatever. I never heard him say it, but I know he can't tolerate fat. And no, she's not fat, but she's a thicker version of what a supermodel is today. And I said in the beginning that he was only using her to get publicity, so we talk about, he's a nice looking man though, right? And I like that he's mean mugging us, with that thing. Anyway, they were together for 6 months. He got his publicity. The official reason is that their schedules were too busy for each other. He doesn't like a thick girl. I'm telling you, it's only for publicity. Anyway, Maxim, if you really wanted to get us talking, then you would have been a better guest judge on Dancing with the Stars, and you would have gotten that job, and that would have had us talking for seasons to come. Oh, keep clapping. We've got a terrific show for you. Food Network star Katie Lee is here. Listen, she's gonna show us how to make some healthy twists to some of our favorite foods, including something that always turns out hard in my house, a turkey meatloaf. She's gonna show us how to make it soft and moist. But up next, for the first time here on Wendy, the very handsome Mark Consuelos is here. First guest is one half of one of my favorite celebrity couples. He got his start on All My Children, and now he's starring as a sexy senator on Amazon's new series, Alpha House. Take a look.
Es perfecto! Es perfecto!
Wait. Don't get started without me.
Oh, okay, but no coordinating.
Hey, this is more like it. I am Senator Andrew Guzman, and I approve of this room.
So official.
Actually, Andy, on account of my seniority, I'll be moving upstairs here.
And I'm Adriana de Portago, and I approve of that, and I approve of that, and a little bit lower,
Hey, you'll be bunking downstairs with Gil John.
I don't think so, man. That doesn't work for me.
It's good. Please welcome Mark Consuelos. Nice to see you. Thank you. Yes. Nice. Hi, Mark. I'm really excited that you're here. Happy New Year.
Okay, Happy New Year. I learned so much backstage watching the first part of your show. I learned that there's something called a side piece.
Yes.
That's very nice. Taking a break.
Yes, taking a break.
Yeah.
Do you believe it? You've been married forever. If you took a break, would you come back the same man that you left as?
I would take a death is probably what they would be called. No, you can't take a break.
Yeah, exactly.
You
No
can't
breaks.
take a break because the timeline. You have to be very, very careful of your timeline.
Yes.
If you're gonna say we're taking a break, you can't have pictures of you not taking a break.
Or at least you
With your
have to,
side piece.
Or at least you have to use a condom.
Anyway.
So happy holidays to you.
Thank you.
Well, I know that they're over. I was watching Michael and Kelly yesterday.
Yeah.
And she was talking about the igloo. And I knew that you were coming on. Now this is, okay, first of all, tell everybody about the igloo and then I'm gonna ask you something.
Yes, well, there's this town where we go skiing every year. They make this igloo and then they move it so it's in a different place every year. And it's not. You have to walk to it.
Yes.
Like a mile.
Yes.
In the woods.
And so you guys snowshoed there, you
We
and the kids.
snowshoe there. We get there, and I'm a little claustrophobic, so I didn't want to go in the igloo.
Yes.
But I was told there might be wine in the igloo.
Oh, okay. So you
So I
sacrificed.
sacrificed. Now look, there's a picture. That's a lot of Mexicans in one igloo.
That's a lot of Mexicans. But here's the thing.
You never see any Mexicans in igloos.
The igloo, was it made, because I saw a picture
Yeah.
on their show, on the cartoons, there were always cinder blocks. You know, cinder blocks of snow.
Yeah, that's fake.
Oh, that's fake.
Yeah, and there was no like polar bear around there either.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but you know, inside it was beautiful, and you can see they made it with. In the inside, there's trees, so that it holds the snow.
That's
and they have like
inside
little.
the-
They had a chandelier they had a deer antlers, and they had candles, and you can light candles, and you had lunch. It was beautiful.
You have a beautiful family.
Yeah, thank you.
You have beautiful teeth.
Oh, thank you.
Pardon me for asking. Those are all yours,
These
aren't
are
they?
all mine.
Yes.
This front one to the right, I
Yeah.
will say that I did hit it when I was in 4th grade, and it's half. Half of it's real.
No, good work, I can't tell.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the kids. So now you have 3 of them, a
Yes.
gorgeous family. One happens to be your 13-year-old. You have a 16-year-old?
16-year-old Michael, 13-year-old Lola. I'm sorry, 12-year-old Lola.
Okay.
Please don't rush me.
Okay, don't rush.
Yes.
Okay.
And 10-year-old Joaquin.
Okay. What did you think about Madonna and her son holding the liquor?
Well, that's the first I heard of it, was watching. I learned so much
Thanks for
on your
watching. I
show.
know. That's what I'm here for. How you doing?
You know, listen, I've seen Madonna with her kids. She's a great mom. She's a really, really good mom. So I don't know. It's a party, and he's 13 years old. He's gonna do some silly stuff. I don't know. That's all I have to say.
Hashtag
Now, if it was my daughter.
Hashtag watching what he says because you guys are cool with Madonna. No, I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Now, you and Kelly have been married for 17 years,
Yes.
which I remember.
You've always been a big fan of ours.
I always
remember.
have been a big fan
Yes.
of you guys. Separately, I remember her, Dondre Whitfield, and all those kids over at All My
Yes,
Children.
that's right.
And I remember you played Mateo, and then you kids fell in love, you two, and you snuck off to Vegas and you got married.
I remember you talking about us on the radio.
Yes. That's
Did
why.
you break the news story?
Probably. I've been doing Hot Topics for years.
Because we went off and got married. I mean, it's such an old story. Sorry if you've heard it for the millionth time, but we didn't tell anybody. And people ask, why didn't you say anything? And I'm like, I don't know. We were idiots.
You were scared?
Yeah, we were scared. We were
and then
young.
she got pregnant.
Well, she got pregnant, months later.
Yeah. Then you had to say something.
No. They found out like a month after we got married, and then a few months or 4 months later we got pregnant.
Yeah.
So there's a good timeline.
There's a good timeline, but
Yeah.
you guys, you sure are a good-looking man.
Thank you.
Now, I'm a fan of both of you, and I'm a fan of your love. You are Italian
And Mexican.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good swirl, right? Good. All right. So while I love Michael Strahan,
Yes.
I was very vocal when they were looking for somebody to replace, to sit by your wife, because Regis was leaving.
Yes.
I wanted it to be you.
Oh, okay.
And only you. I wanted it to be Anderson Cooper. At the time, he had his own show.
Right.
And I knew that they were friends, and I thought that would be good chemistry.
Yes.
Neil Patrick Harris, busy.
Right. Very busy.
But you guys, I just thought it would be so cute, like a husband and wife.
Well, can I just say that that's my favorite chair. I'm next to this chair
Yeah,
right
thank
here.
you.
That's my favorite chair. If you're going to do it a few times a year, that's such a fun show to do. Michael Strahan does such an amazing job.
You didn't want the job.
Well, you know what I really wanted to do was to be married.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Oh,
that
yeah.
that could cause a lot of.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's a lot of time together, and that's a lot. It's a weird, So I think if she's gonna have another husband, and Michael Strahan's a great other husband for an hour.
Yeah,
just
for an hour. For an hour.
Just for an hour.
It's good. So Kelly shares a lot on the show.
Yes.
And, you know, here in New York, their show comes on right before our show comes on, so I get a chance to see, you know, some of the opening monologue and stuff. And she talks about how you have this habit of falling asleep just anywhere, and that you have a name for it.
Yeah, I call it Markolepsy. Yeah.
Do you stay up late at night
Here's the
watching
thing.
Locked Up Abroad?
Here's the thing.
Like, what's going on, Mark?
Yeah, here's the thing. Wendy, you know what it is? I have a clean conscience.
Yes.
I'm at peace with myself. I can fall asleep anywhere. Yes. Not true. I'm joking. I don't know. I'm a guy. I think guys, if you're married, you know, sometimes you just have to take a break.
Yeah.
Mentally. It's like a reset button.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good. I wish I had that. You just fall asleep anywhere.
I fall asleep in places where I shouldn't, and then they like that, and then pictures turn up of me wherever.
So tell us about Alpha House. Explain the premise of the show. It's
about 4 senators who share a house in D.C. It's based on a true story, or it's an article written in the New York Times. Chuck Schumer and a few guys share a house for years, like going on 30 years, I think.
Really?
Yeah, because these guys don't make a ton of money. And they're only in D.C. a few weeks a month or a few days a month.
So
whatever.
they all live in the
Yes.
same house?
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, that's a good premise.
It is a good premise.
And so what are you, cheating on your wife in that?
I'm not cheating. I'm newly divorced.
Oh?
I'm newly divorced.
Oh.
It's a shopping period. That's what he calls it.
Shopping
It's
period.
it's a very special time. He's a very ambitious guy. He's not very qualified, but I mean, if you look at politics today, that doesn't make a difference.
A lot of the senators aren't very qualified.
Yeah.
Well, I love our conversation. Mark's gonna stay here for a moment, everybody. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna find out more about Mark Consuelos, because we're gonna play Fave 5. Keep it here. Welcome back. Okay, so we're back. Mark Consuelos is still here, and we're playing a game called Fave 5.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Let's go.
All right. Mark?
Yes.
We want to learn a little bit more about you.
Okay.
I see you often on Andy Cohen's late night talk show. I
Yes.
know you're a Real Housewife fan.
Yes.
Who's your favorite Real Housewife?
Oh, that one's easy. Nene Leakes.
Okay.
Bam. Boom. Flop. Pow.
Congratulations, by the way, on your new grandbaby, Nene.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a grandma.
She's a grandma, not once. Bryson had another child, so congratulations.
She's a
to
nice
her.
lady.
Yeah.
She really is.
Okay, your favorite rumor that you've heard about yourself.
This is one that I started myself. And I was like in the 8th, 9th grade when you go to the mall and hang out.
Yeah.
And my buddy's like, dude, just say you're in Menudo, the band Menudo. And we can pick up more chicks. And so I'd pretend I couldn't speak English, and I was like in the band Menudo, like just visiting.
And it worked? Of course it worked. Here's your question number 3 out of your Fave 5, Mark
Yes.
Consuelos. What's your favorite way to let loose?
Wow. Nowadays, with a bottle of red wine, you start there, and we have, go out to dinner or with friends,
Yes.
but it usually has to do with a nice, especially now when it's cold, a nice bottle of red wine.
Yeah, and a lot of times it starts with a babysitter.
Babysitter.
Yes,
yes,
yes.
babysitter.
All right, number 4, your favorite memory from All My Children.
Oh, God, that has to be the first day I walked into those doors to audition for that show.
Was Kelly already there?
Oh,
when
she
you were
was there. She met me.
She was a wayward teenager.
She met me, and I knew I was auditioning with her later on that day, and she had curlers in her hair, and she said, run, look what they do to you. Get out of here as soon as you can.
And so when you first auditioned, by the way, how long after that did you guys start secretly dating? Because she's got a good personality.
15
She's
minutes,
cute.
I think.
Perfect.
No. That's a lie. It took a long time. She plays hard to get.
Oh.
She still won't call me first. Like 17 years, I have to call her now.
All right, and here's your very fit family. We've
Yes.
seen your pictures on the beach. Here's your 5th and final question. What's your favorite way to burn calories?
Well, we only have 3 kids, but that's not for a lack of trying.
Oh,
So.
good answer. Clap it up for Mark Consuelos, everybody. Make sure that you check out the finale of Alpha House. It's this Friday on Amazon Prime Instant Video. Up ahead, we're gonna be cooking something healthy with Katie Lee. But up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. Keep it here. Welcome back. It's Ask Wendy time. How you doing?
How you doing? My name is Hope. I recently broke up with my boyfriend of 3 years, and he recently just told me that my best friend of 5 years tried hooking up with him at a party. Like, tried taking him upstairs.
How long ago was that?
About 2 months ago.
And how long ago did you break up with him?
4 or 5 months ago, like
Okay.
totally ended it. And she's totally denying it. He's saying it happened. So should I believe her? Just let it go? I don't know what to do.
You know what? He could be a real jerk trying to throw her under the bus. But then again, you know how women who say that they're your friends are. And if you don't, you better ask somebody. Baby! I don't trust either one of them. He's your ex, but I would always keep one eye and 3 more eyes in the back of my head on her. Keep your eyes on her, okay?
All right.
Good luck,
Thank you
Hope.
so much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey!
Hi, Wendy. My name's Kimberly. How you doing?
How you doing, Kimberly?
So my boyfriend of 6 years, he recently celebrated his 33rd birthday last month with his friends. When he came home late and inebriated, he had foundation all over his shirt.
Well, wait a minute, calm down.
Right. So typically he keeps his distance. He doesn't really dance. He kind of
But he was drinking and it was his birthday.
So I asked him, why is there foundation on your shirt? He said a lot of people greeted him and wished him happy birthday. A lot of women did. So I asked him, why are you hugging strangers? Now, I thought this was a little suspicious.
You love everybody when you drink. Right?
So do you think I'm paranoid, or is this something I should address?
Okay, I'm going to say that you were paranoid because if there was no foundation at his fly, you see, the foundation was up here. You know how it is when you drink and it's your birthday. Give him a break.
Okay.
I think you might be paranoid.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Very well. Keep it here, everybody. Celebrity chef Kathy Lee is going to join us with some healthy, delicious cooking ideas. Don't go far. Our next guest is a talented chef and a Food Network star with a new show called The Kitchen. Please say hello to our old friend, Katie Lee. Hello. How you doing? I haven't seen you in years. Welcome back.
I know, it's been a while. I'm so happy to be back here. This is such a fun show.
Shout out to your mother.
Yes, hi, Mom. My mom loves Wendy.
How you doing, Mom? All right, you're giving me a dinner idea tonight.
Yes.
Let's start with what we're making and the healthy twist to some of it.
You know, it's freezing outside. We want comfort food, but we all want to keep our New Year's resolutions to eat healthier. So we've got a lightened up comfort food classic. I'm doing turkey meatloaf, so healthier than the beef.
Is it dry?
And it's not dry, I promise. And mashed cauliflower. This is a great substitute for mashed potatoes. And we've got some green beans with some tomatoes in there, so really yummy dinner. So we're gonna start with our meatloaf. I've got 2 pounds of ground turkey meat. I go for the dark meat because it's more moist, but I ask them to the skin so there's less fat.
Oh, wait a minute. So you don't just pick up the package in the cellophane like the rest of us do?
Well,
I mean, I know we can go to the butcher, but who has time?
Yeah, well, I'll go to the butcher and I usually ask the butcher about the cellophane pack. I'll say, did you grind this with the skin? And if they didn't, then I get that one. If not, I ask them to grind me some.
Oh, okay. Dark meat, no skin.
Skinless.
Okay.
Skinless ground dark meat.
Okay.
You can also do this with ground white meat. It'll just be a little drier.
Dry.
Yeah. Okay, so I sauteed some vegetables. This is the key for keeping it moist and giving it a lot of flavor. So it's red bell pepper, onions, garlic, thyme, parsley. So that's really good for keeping it moist and for giving a lot of flavor.
Did you say onion?
Yeah, some onion in there. And then I've got ketchup.
Not a lot of ketchup either.
It's about a half a cup, so
that's
good.
It's
good. So
all right.
Put the ketchup in, and then we've got 2 eggs beaten up.
Okay, the eggs hold it together.
Hold it together, but also keep it moist.
2 eggs.
And
She included the yolk.
I'm using whole wheat breadcrumbs, so extra fiber and healthier.
Okay.
And a little bit of pepper.
I'm going to ShopRite right after the show.
A little bit of salt.
I haven't cooked. We've been on this vacation.
And this is Worcestershire sauce. So this is really good for giving you some flavor. Okay, I'm mixing it up with my hands.
Okay.
So get it all in there.
Well, at least you don't have those long talon fingernails.
No, because that's, dangerous in the kitchen, right?
Come on, let's get to eating.
Okay, all right, so anyway, I make it into a loaf. I've got the parchment paper. Let me get these hands cleaned off.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's get one out.
We have to post this recipe on wendyshow.com before 5 o'clock because I'm going to start dinner at 5:30. Thanks.
All right, so this is what your meatloaf comes out like after about an hour and a half. I've got some here for you to try.
Okay, wait. An hour and a half on what temperature?
350.
350.
350.
All right.
Okay, so
first,
check out my meatloaf. Tell me if it's dry.
First, I'm going to push it with the fork, and I'm going to give it the fork
we'll
test.
do the push test, right?
What?
How's it look?
Moist.
Okay. I have hot sauce if you like any. I know you like it spicy.
Katie?
You're into it?
This is what's for dinner at the Hunter House
All right.
tonight.
All right.
right, come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch places. Now the mashed cauliflower, I love mashed potatoes, so this is a good substitute, low calorie and really high in vitamin C. So I boiled some cauliflower. I'm adding light cream cheese and Parmesan cheese.
This is what we used to do.
And you just mash it up. Yeah, then you get your veggies, and it's really good for you, and you get that same kind of feeling. So try it. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
And I've got green beans on there. I did them with a little bit of lemon zest and some shallots.
Any ham hock?
No ham hock, no.
I know.
We're keeping it light.
But you're from West
What do you
Virginia.
think?
You know the ham.
All right, so we end
good
every
too.
episode of The Kitchen with a cocktail. We say it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? So it's 5 o'clock here right now, and I've
What
got
is
some
this?
hot, hard apple cider. This
I've
will
never had this.
keep us warm on a cold night. So it's apple cider with some cinnamon, Calvados. What do you think?
This is the creeper. You know you have it. You don't realize you're wobbly till you stand up to go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
right? I like this for dessert.
This is all really good. Thank you
Oh,
so
thank
much.
you.
It's nice
Thanks,
to see you
Wendy.
again. You guys, check out Katie's new show. It's called The Kitchen, and it airs Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock on the Food Network. Up next, it's time for Wendy fan feedback. Don't go far. They get turned up during the commercial. Marco, my hype man, he said, all right, turn down, as we were coming back to you. By the way, Katie Lee's show is called The Kitchen, and I made a mistake. It airs on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. on the Food Network, and now it's time for fan feedback. Okay, so now, earlier during Hot Topics, we were talking about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and the new baby that he had with a jump-off just 6 months ago. And here's what you all said on my Facebook. Lynn R. says, it's called karma. Like you always say, Wendy, the way you get him is the way you lose him. Melissa D. writes, Gabrielle is way too smart and gorgeous to settle. Move on, girl. Get a man who adores you. Those dimples are a blessing. And finally, Chantel K. says, I agree, by the way, with Melissa. Chantel K says, Gabrielle didn't have a problem with Dwayne cheating when he was cheating on her, cheating on his wife with her. So yes, she should stay and reap, allegedly, what she sowed. We'll be right back. Tomorrow from Parks and Recreation, the hilarious Red is gonna be here. I love you for watching today. We're back. I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.